There we go. Okay, so welcome you guys to our coaching opportunity call with our team, Live to Give. And we are so excited to have you here. We have 4 of us who are speaking tonight just about things about the coaching opportunity, speaking to the questions we get asked a lot, because a lot of times people don't even know what coaching involves and what it is. And they're interested, but for some reason, we're afraid to ask, or we have preconceived notions about what this business might entail. So tonight, we just want to kind of share with you what the business means to us, to help you understand what it would be if you wanted to work this business. And we hope that you're excited to be here. And hopefully, we'd love for you to join our team and do this with us, because it's something we're passionate about. So I'm so excited. I'm like nervous because I'm so excited. I love this business. But my name is Kristen Railton, and if you don't know, Beachbody is a network marketing company. So I know a lot of people have ideas about network marketing, but Beachbody didn't start that way. What happened was Beachbody started with home fitness programs, and people were buying them. They are some of the most popular in the world, like P90X. But what they found was that these DVDs were sitting on the shelves of so many people and not getting used. And so they wondered, how can we get people to use our products and have success? How can we help people to actually live healthy and fulfilling lives and to find this health that we're trying to give them? And so what they did is they brought in coaches, which are us. And it's evolved over time, but coaches offer support to people wanting to lead healthier lives. So you don't have to be qualified in anything. You don't have to be a nutritionist. You don't have to be a trainer. You just have to care about people and want to connect them to programs and products that work and that we believe work. And so, quick background on my story. I got into coaching because I was at kind of the end of my rope. My husband was military. We're retired now, but he got stationed in Louisiana and we were living in Florida, and just for the last year of his career. And we didn't want to move the kids. It was a really bad kind of area, and he was going to be working horrible hours. But then we lost pay, and we had to take on 2 households. And so I have a degree, but my degree's in art history. So all I could work really to add to the income was retail, which I wasn't about to do. It wasn't enough money, and I didn't want to put my kids in daycare for that. Or the other thing I could have done was photography, but I wasn't having much luck with that. I did get a job as a tutor at a school, but then I thought, why not this? I'd seen such amazing success. It changed my health, helped with arthritis, IBS, helped with me lose 20 pounds and honestly overcome a set-in depression that I had started just by moving to a new place, not having friends, and really feeling uncomfortable in who I was as a person. And so I thought, why not? Why don't I give it a go? You know, I'm not the type of person who's outgoing by nature. I'm not a salesperson. And that brings me to the first topic I want to talk about a lot of people think network marketing, you have to be a hardcore salesperson, right? To, be successful in this business. And yes, selling products is involved because our products work. They're amazing. And they help people live healthy lives. We're all living proof of that, those of us that are coaches here. But it's not about, and I'm not hitting on other MLMs, but you don't ever see us posting, oh my gosh, big sale, buy now, get your kit. That's not how we choose to reach people. We choose to reach people by sharing our lives and our stories. We choose to share the journey we're on and speak from our heart and connect with people in a genuine way, because we know that what we have is something others need. So we share our growth. We share our struggles. We're not perfect. I mean, so many of us fall off the wagon, but I'll tell you, by sharing your story and by being real and who you are and putting it out there, you are going to connect with more people than if you lived your life as if you're perfect, as if you have it all together, and as if you just want something from them. When you offer yourself up, people understand that you just want a real connection and you want to help them. And so your journey, your personal journey, is your greatest tool. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to be at your goal weight. That doesn't mean that you have to have it all together. That doesn't mean, that you carry your food around with you and never have a treat, okay? Everybody's journey is different, and we're all different. One of us might feed our kids completely organic. The other, might just be doing the best they can to get through the day. And why that is so important is there are people out there who are going to connect with you and your story. You're different from every single person on here, and there's someone out there that needs you. So like I was saying, we're not really salespeople, but we are. But the products sell themselves. We do want to offer people a solution. How many people do you know that are out there that have tried so many things on their own, so many programs, so many different things out of the drugstore? I know I did. I did Slim Fast and, fat burners and all those things. I tried the Atkins diet. But what we have is we have products that are tested. And I think that's the thing we all love about Beachbody is Beachbody is a company with integrity. They give you high quality products that they make sure are the best that they can offer and that you can be proud of to sell to people, to stand behind, and even get their money back if they don't find success with these things. So just hopefully I've kind of showing you that it's not about being hardcore sales. It's not about selling people, but if you're worried about people, what people will think when you join, like, oh my gosh, she got in an MLM. Oh, here she comes. She's going to try and sell me, because I've had that. The thing is you share with joy. You share with who you are. When people are positive and excited and believe in something, that's contagious. And if it's not contagious to someone, it's because of something going on within themselves. It does not have anything to do with you. But I will tell you that there are going to be people probably, if you decide to do this, who won't want to be a part of it, and that's okay. But there's going to be the people who truly love you, the people who stand by you, who might not join you, but will support you. And I don't want you to worry about that, but I want you to know that it's kind of funny. I always think about it this way. If I went out and got, a new tutoring job at the school and I announced it on Facebook, everybody would be congratulating me, right? Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Congratulations. When you start a business like this, a lot of times people are like, oh, it's one of those things I've heard about, and I'll tell you, it's because of fear. It's because they don't understand. And also, a lot of times people want to do this, but they just don't have the courage. And that's something we as a team, we want to encourage people to live outside their comfort zone, to overcome the fear, and know that every single person has the heart and has the capability to do this. It doesn't take anything special. It just takes a heart to love and share your journey and to be open and overcome your fears. So that is what I have on sales. So Monica is going to chat with us on another topic. And at the end, we'll open it up for questions for you guys for sure.
Hey guys, I'm Monica. I have been a coach for almost 3 years and I have 4 kids. So Kristen asked me to touch on the, objection or concern of time. And also I'll talk about community. But first, so time. A lot of times when we consider starting something new or taking on something, we think the first thing we think is, I don't have time. And that has to be like one of the biggest concerns overall. Like, people want to change their lives. They want to make a greater impact in their family's life, in their own health, in the community. But but they don't have the time to do it. And the thing is that everybody is busy. Like, everybody has things going on. Everybody also has the same amount of hours in a day. And I guarantee that in those hours, not everything is making as great of an impact as it can. There, we watch TV, we scroll, we sit and, I don't know, do mindless things, right? And if you really took a good look, like if you were to track the things you do in a day, very few of them would matter as much as connecting with other people, helping them and showing them and sharing with them what you do in life, what you do to feel good, what you do to create another stream of income for your family. For me, I get in some work before my kids wake up. Right now, my kids are little, so they're all over the place. But one of them naps, and during that nap time, I get in a little bit more work. And then at bedtime, after they go to sleep, I get a little bit of more work in. And so overall, it's literally, at this point, probably about 3 hours of work a day. And in that time, I also work out. So, in my mind, I am making a great impact for them, for my own health, and being an example for them too. I'm not just, dropping them off somewhere so that I can go work out. I am there, they see me, and, in time, they will copy those things. They will copy those efforts that I'm making, and we're setting a great example for them. So I think there's very few businesses that can do that. As far as the community, this community has given me a purpose beyond my family. I think I can make a great impact with my family, especially since there's so many people. But we don't have a lot of friends that we really connect with. I think the way that we choose to live, the lack of extra time that we give friendships in our life, we don't go out to drink anymore. We don't go out to dinner very much because we have small children, and it's just not fun. So, this has given me a group of friends that I actually have things in common with. We're all striving towards greater goals. We all want to live our best. We all want to make money. It's just, we have things in common, and that's a great feeling. It also, affords us more opportunities to travel. There's an annual trip that, Beachbody offers that you can work towards having paid for you. There's events that are held quarterly that you can show up to, and there's a group of friends waiting to greet you. The annual event that all of us just came back from, Coach Summit, is amazing. Like, we basically showed up and went on vacation, in a sense, for 4 days with our friends to better ourselves, professionally, personally. And there's no part of my life that this business has not impacted. So, yeah.
Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm going to talk a little bit about just being you. This isn't a business where you need to be someone else. In fact, it works better if you're just you. People aren't out there looking for somebody perfect to emulate, because we can't. There's no way that you can be that perfect person. Or, I don't know about you, my friends aren't perfect, and so we're all just looking for somebody we can relate to. To be a coach, you don't have to have your whole life together. You don't have to know what you're doing, even in the coaching business. It's something you learn a little at a time as you go. So don't sit there and think, well, when I get to a certain weight, or when I know I've done these programs, or when I know what I'm doing with my life at all, because that's not what's important. What's important is just being you, being relatable, being out there to be a friend to someone. That's really what being a coach is just reaching your hand out and saying, how can I help you? And being just the person that you were made to be. And people will understand that, and that's what they want. They want someone that can say, you're right, there's 5 loads of laundry that haven't been folded yet, but I'm still going to work out because that's what I need to do with my life. Or somebody that can say, yes, I have small kids, or no, my kids are out of the house, or wherever you are is okay. Whatever stage in life you're in is okay. And you don't have to strive for something that you're not. A lot of times people will say, well, when I reach my goal weight, that's when I'll start advertising that I did Beachbody or saying that I can help people. But honestly, if I had waited for that, I would still be waiting. I've lost 60 pounds, but I still have another 30 to go. And if I'd been I would have missed out on the last 2 years if I just kept waiting to be a coach until I reached my goal weight. It's not about that. It's just about wanting to help others. So you don't have to have it together. You don't have to feel like you're doing everything perfect or like you know everything. People just want to know that there's somebody in the same situation as them. So don't let anything hold you back. Don't let it hold you back just because you don't think you're where you should be. So.
Okay, so my turn. Okay. Hi, I'm Stacy. I joined about 3.5 years ago after I did a challenge group with Kristen and just saw amazing results from the program. And she says, you're awesome and a rock star and I want you on my team. And so yeah, the rest is history. But in all seriousness, before that, I was a stay-at-home mom with my toddler, and my kindergartner was in school all day, and I had like nothing to do but eat those Magnum ice cream bars. And that's basically what I did. And I saw Kristen's posts on and followed her on Facebook, and I was like, yeah, I need to be doing that and not watching ABC all day and eating ice cream. And so I really did get some amazing results and wanted to pay that forward. And so when she asked, I was all in, and then later realized that it was one of those MLMs, those things you see on social media, and like Kristen was saying, like, oh my goodness, what are they doing? And so one of the biggest objections that we get, like the others that were mentioned, is this is a scam and it's a pyramid scheme, and we're just inviting you into this thing where you give people money and you never see any results, and someone's going to pop out and be like, surprise, just kidding, it was all a sham. And so that I am one of the most skeptical, practical people. And so I actually laugh at that objection because, from personal experience, I have very, very close friends who were involved in a pyramid scheme. They got duped into giving their money to this guy that was going to invest it, and he convinced them to invite all of their friends to do the same. And it turns out that guy disappeared one day with all of everyone's money. The friendships were broken, and it was horrible, actually. And so when people say that, I think of that. In a pyramid scheme, you don't have the community like Monica talked about. You don't see people sharing their stories like Kristen and Jessica talked about. You don't even meet most of the time the people that you're dealing with. And if you saw and were following us when we were in Indianapolis, you know that, first of all, that's very much not true. In a pyramid scheme specifically, you give money to this person who may or may not have some kind of investment background, and you get no goods or really any services from that. When you give anyone any money, you're giving it to Beachbody, the corporation. And what you get is a fitness program and Shakeology, or maybe even our performance line or some apparel. And you don't give money to me, you won't give it to Kristen or Monica or Jessica or any of the coaches that are on here. What you're doing is you are making an investment, and I know I just used that term in a bad way, but you're making an investment in your health. You're never buying any product that you store in your house. Everything you buy is for your own use and for your investment in your health and your life. And so the other thing, okay, if I can do this, I am a nerd and my teammates know that. And so I made a PowerPoint because I like pictures and graphs and stuff. So I'm going to try to share my screen. Okay, here we go. Let's see if this works. Holy moly, this is cool. Okay. Can you guys see? Great. Can you see a little triangle? Right? You can? Okay. This is the structure of basically every successful business. Even small businesses have this basic structure. I'm going to show you something that's going to come together all pretty, right? At the top is a CEO. And then they usually have an executive board, some managers in the middle, some supervisors, and at the bottom, all the people that do all the work, right? All the minions, okay? It looks like a pyramid. This is every business structure that you will ever whether you go into a grocery store or you go into a bank, this is how companies and organizations are set up, including Beachbody. Beachbody has a CEO, an executive board, and then the managers, supervisors, and minions. That's where we kind of come in just a little bit, even though up at corporate, there are all these people that are working hard underneath the guys at the top. So here's this little minion, and thank you for laughing, Monica. And so if he works really hard, then he can become a supervisor and maybe a manager, and then maybe eventually he might work his way up to the executive board, right? Okay. So that's if he's working very, very, very hard, okay? What we're going to ask you to do is build a team. And you're going to build a team, and there will be rank involved, and we can go over that if you want to. But just like the minion can work his way up, he's got to work hard, and he's got to work over them, over the supervisors, over the managers. But as you work, you build your business. And so we are all a team, and we all work together, as you can see from this call. But you're building your own legacy. You are building something that you can call your own. And when maybe your people below you, they start to work hard, they get to build their own business and they get to build their legacy. And so you're not stuck at this level because there just happens to be too many supervisors and too many managers and there's no room on the executive board. You get to move up as you earn the right to do so by all of the hard work that you do. You make your own business is what I'm trying to say. Okay. So then what we are going to ask you to do, this is very basic. Don't look at the rank on here because we can explain that later. You're at the top and you build your team, and we're going to ask you to build a left leg and a right leg. And you are going to invite people who you know need a life-changing fitness program, who need exercise, nutrition, or they just need to get out of whatever it is that they're in right now. Maybe it's they're like me, they're a stay-at-home mom and need to stop watching soap operas all day, or maybe they're in a dead-end job and they just don't want to do corporate America anymore. You're inviting them to that. And like I said, they will build their business right alongside you. And so the next thing that I was asked to talk about is money, is making money, which is, some people don't really like that. I'm about 6 weeks from getting a degree in financial planning, so I like money. I like when money works for you. But one thing I have to read first, we're required. Beachbody, Team Live to Give, or any coaches on this call do not guarantee any level of success or income from the Team Beachbody coach opportunity. Each coach's income depends on his or her own efforts, diligence, and skill. So I'm going to exit out of this if I can. Cool. Okay. So we make money in two ways. The first one is by commissions, products that you sell, including any of the fitness programs and the performance line and Shakeology, you get commission from that, and that's where the sales comes in. And then as you build your team, like I just showed, you can earn bonuses off of how your coaches perform, the volume that your coaches earn, and the volume that they sell as they are helping people, changing lives, introducing them to programs as well. And it works on, this is where it gets really technical, it works on a 1-to-2 ratio. So you saw 2 legs, a left leg and a right leg, and every time one leg has $200 worth of sales and the other is $100 worth of sales, you get a bonus. And this is where we lose people, because you think, I don't know how that works. That sounds really weird. Why can't I just get paid? This is where it's really cool. And this is where the team effort comes in, is as your team grows and builds, you get rewarded because you are the leader of that team. And so one more personal story before I'll be quiet and hand it over. My mom works in sales. She's worked in telecommunications sales for the last 30 years. And this is what she does. She has worked her way up from the very bottom as a salesperson and then all the way up to several companies actually. And she earns commission and bonuses based on her team. So it's no different. Once again, it's the same structure as the majority of the businesses that you're going to see out there. And so that shouldn't be scary. It actually should be inspiring that you have the opportunity here to build your own business, to make something and do it, like Monica said, in the time that you have. I call them the mom gaps, and the mom gaps that I have, you have the opportunity to make a difference doing that. Okay, that's it. That's all I have.
That was awesome. Thanks, Stacy. Love the PowerPoint. So Becky's here. We weren't sure she was going to make it, so she's going to chat for a couple minutes, and then I will close out. And if you guys have any questions after that, we'd love to hear them. All right, so, it won't let, okay. Let me try and unmute Becky. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulty. Okay, it doesn't show that you're muted. Is your microphone not working? Well, hold on. Let me mute and okay, I unmuted you. I don't know. I'm not sure if we can fix it. Okay, should we just... Sometimes computers have issues. Sorry, guys. You just want to wait till next call, Becky? Okay, yeah, go ahead and log out and try and come back. We'll give her just a minute. While she's logging out, does anybody have any questions about what we've already talked about that you'd like to ask? If you do, you have to unmute yourself or raise your hand and I'll unmute you because I can do it too. Oh, hey, we have a hand raised. Oh, hi.
Hi.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Layla.
Hi.
Hi. My biggest thing is maybe for some of us is that it's not the time, maybe so much the money. There are a lot of people living paycheck to paycheck, you know, and I'll be honest and transparent. Yeah. We've had to mark things off of our grocery list this week to make sure that we're okay till the 15th. We're military too. And so while I'm really excited and I want to, and I've had a lot of health issues in the last year that I want to address, you know, like my blood pressure. And I know it's all because I'm not doing what I need to do.
Okay.
But we've also moved to a new place and I know no one. So that's hard too. And you can't afford a gym membership, but you want to work out. so I'm not home anymore, but I can't afford to do things like that. How do you get past that?
So from my perspective, and some other girls can definitely hop on, I know that there are many coaches, top coaches, who are now making a great income who charged, which I wouldn't encourage you to charge that to get started, or, cut something off of their list, or saved for a few weeks, just put a little bit away to get started. And then what you would do is you would start sharing. And as soon as you start bringing in clients, and as soon as you start building your team, you will see that return. It won't be, we can talk money a lot more. And I think, did Stacy invite you?
She did.
Okay.
I love Stacy.
Really good to talk about money. But, we get 25% commission on what we sell. And then we also, like she was talking about, the cycle bonus and things like that. I think what I would do is I would make a plan, and start with, Stephanie would like to share how she can afford it. Would you like to? Yeah, go ahead, Stephanie, definitely.
Hi. So I was kind of in the same boat as you. Monica is actually my coach, and I think one of the biggest reasons that I didn't initially sign up with her is I kept saying to her, I don't have the money. And it's funny because I do the paycheck to paycheck, and my bank account's actually overdrawn right now, so 2 days when I get paid. So I totally understand. Just one thing that works for me is, the only really thing that I purchase is obviously the Shakeology, because I like it and it keeps me active. So I literally take $3 a day and I put it in an envelope, because that's Shakeology is my breakfast. So I factor it into my grocery list. So even if it's coins I find doing laundry or something, I literally take $3 a day and I put it in an envelope. So then when the Shakeology charges my card on the 25th, I have that money. And that's just something that has worked for me, and it's a way that I've been able to afford it. But if I look at the grand scheme of things, if I sat and looked at my bank account, it looks like I can't afford it, but I literally just find $3 a day and put it in an envelope. And I just factor it as a grocery list. Like you said, you had to scratch things off your grocery list, but if you think about it, if you're purchasing the Shakeology, A, for your health, and B, to keep you active, you're going to be scratching things off your grocery list that you would normally be buying for, like English muffins, or if you eat oatmeal. I don't know what you're currently eating for breakfast, but I noticed I was scratching things off my grocery list. So it kind of saved money in a way. That is sense.
Awesome. Okay, yep. I'm not a big breakfast eater. Not a big breakfast eater. I know that's horrible.
Yeah.
I plan for my husband, but I don't eat breakfast. I know that's awful. Okay, no, that's doable, I think.
Awesome. Thanks, Stephanie.
Thank you.
Layla, we can talk after this too. And I don't know if I know I'm Dave Ramsey, budgets,
I know you are. You're amazing.
To do this, I think Stephanie's idea is that's amazing. And she's absolutely right. As what I have found, I was eating ice cream bars all day. Those are expensive. Magnum ones are ridiculously expensive. But she's right. You're going to start seeing, you're going to be eating better. You're spending money on this shake, this daily shake. And you're going to feel better. You're not going to want to eat. And so we can talk about budget. I can talk to you about budgeting. And we can talk about nutrition plans, and we can definitely do all of that, to where when you commit, you're able to go all in with no doubts and without a sacrifice that I definitely wouldn't want you to make me do. So.
Okay. How is this going to be on blood pressure medicine?
So it's different for every person.
Okay.
But my father-in-law has been drinking it for about 1.5 years now, and we've heard other testimonies. It has known to lower blood pressure, regulate blood sugar, And I mean, all kinds of, I mean, Kristen can talk to you about digestive things. I have like joint issues that, because I'm getting older, have popped up that.
Whatever. Oh my gosh, the getting older.
I mean, we are. But yes, yeah,
Okay.
you're going.
I just want to make sure it's safe.
It is. Oh yeah, yes. Everything in it. We can talk. Everything in it is a food product. Yeah, is a food product, and it's natural. Go ahead, Monica.
Briefly, it was approved by my midwife while I was pregnant, and we give it to our kids. Our baby started drinking it before she was 1. So, you know, read the ingredients, read the labels, but, you know, part of, if part of your expenses are currently medication, chances are you'll need a lot less of them if you know, get consistent with feeding your body good nutrients and taking care of it and moving it, you know, cutting down on things that are masking an issue instead of, you know, fueling your body and taking care of it. You know, it will be far more beneficial. So I think that although it may seem like a big expense at one time, you have to remember it's replacing something you're already consuming.
Oh, absolutely. And it is not that I don't want to spend the money. It's that we absolutely do not have it.
No, I get that.
And we're new here at Fort Hood, and jobs here are few and far between, and I don't want to settle, you know, to work somewhere where I absolutely would be miserable. I've got a job lined up for the school year, and I'm praying that it comes through. I've got a job offer, but it depends on the school system. So it's a contracting thing. But until then, and even after that, it's not just about the money. It's about, I don't feel good about myself anymore because I've gained a lot of weight. And I'm not healthy, which is not good for me or my older children. And I'm also bored because I don't have any friends here. So
this could impact your life in a great way.
Exactly. That's
You're
what
in good hands. Stacy will take good care of you.
She will.
Yeah,
she will. Well, I'm
just
so
lonely. This is awesome. Sorry. This is awesome talking to you girls.
You're great. And this is what it is. Community is one of the greatest parts about this, because you have people who love you and understand you and support you. And I'm so glad that you spoke up. So glad that you asked questions, because a lot of times people are afraid to. So, yeah, definitely reach out to Stacy. She can help. And we're all here too.
She's awesome.
She is. I'm going to let Becky go ahead now. I think we've got our issues fixed.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I need to not go through Facebook. I need to go through this.
Go for it.
Well, I'm Becky. I think I've been coaching for 4 years. I'm not good with dates. Sometimes I have to check to see how long I've been married. So, and this is like my worst nightmare that Kristen's making me do this. So just know I'm dying inside right now. But I was brought on to talk about something, whether you're a Beachbody coach or you're not, everyone has problems with, and that is, oh my God, what are people going to think of me? What are they thinking? Are they judging me? Are they going to think I'm just trying to take their money? All these things. And mostly when I talk to new coaches, it all centers around social media. And just that, what are people going to think? And I had all these issues too, but I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I'm guessing everyone's on some sort of social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, the Twitter. I hate Twitter. I don't even know what it is, but everybody's on something. I'm just going to let you in on a little secret. People are already judging you anyway, every day. They're judging you on Facebook. They're judging you in your community. You know, like I said, like I'm the mom who brings the store-bought cookies. And then there's the mom over there that spent 2 hours whipping up her, you know, secret recipe from her family, the chocolate chip cookies. And I'm saying that, so I'm judging her. We're judging each other. Or the couple in church that you know has been watching you on Facebook and saw you out drinking the other night. They're judging you, and I'm wondering why she can't loosen up. So everybody's judging everybody, and to let that fear stop you from doing something like totally amazing is silly. And it's taken me a long time to get past this, but you have to know this, like other people's opinions of you don't matter. And I've seen this quote like numerous times. Other people's opinions of you are none of your business. Like, do not worry about it. Because it will just stop you from doing something awesome. Luckily, I listened to this podcast today. It's a coach podcast. I can't remember what it's called. But she was talking about how you can be the biggest, ripest, juiciest peach on the tree. And you know what? Some people just don't like peaches. And I think a lot of times we spend our time wanting to be everything to everybody, and it's just not possible. If you're a peach, you need to stay a peach. Not everybody's going to like peaches. They may like apples. They may like bananas. And so you let those people go like their apples and bananas. Like the same people that follow me are probably not going to follow, you know, these other coaches like Kristen. Kristen's followers will probably find me completely obnoxious and ridiculous and offensive. So you have to find your tribe, and you can't worry about making everybody happy because those aren't your people. And to worry about your friends and your family, and they should be supporting you anyway. If your friends aren't supporting you, they're probably not really good friends. They're not your people. And you can't go on through life worrying about that. The only opinions that matter to me are God's, myself, because you need to have belief in yourself. You need to have your own back, and my husband. And if I have those, I'm good. I can go on. I don't have to make everybody happy. And I feel like as soon as you learn that, you're going to be able to do awesome things, because you're going to attract the people you need to attract. If they don't, like I said, if they don't like peaches, that's okay. Not everybody has to like peaches. There's bananas, there's apples, there's all kinds of, other things to like. So you just have to be you. And kind of what Jessica said, if you're not you, people are going to know that. So you need to not care about those people. You need to be you, and when you're yourself, because you're special and you were created to attract a certain person that needs you in their life. So you just need to be you, and you just need to not worry about it. Don't worry about what people think. Don't worry about your friends. I have a friend, and believe me, they think I'm insane. They want nothing to do with what I'm doing. But you know what they do? They say, go on and do it. I hope you succeed, because that's a good friend. They don't have to like what you're doing, but they need to support you. And if they're not friends. They're not your people. You need to find new people. We're good people. We'll support you. Was I supposed to talk about something else too? Was that it?
I think so. That was awesome. You did awesome. See? I think you said less than me and less than
I'm usually a big one for me when I'm doing live.
No, you did awesome. Thank you. Okay, so I'm just going to wrap it up really fast, and then we'll take some questions. We are going to do put you guys in for some giveaways, those of you that showed up tonight. So I'm going to take your names, and I'll let you know tomorrow. And there's a big prize too if you sign up to be a coach before June is over, because we're getting ready to roll out new training. We take care of you. We make sure you know how to do this and that you're supported. So encourage you to think about that in the next couple of days. But just coming off of that, we're here as a team. Building a team in Beachbody is one of the most important parts. It's helping people, and then not only helping people in their health and fitness, but then helping people live better lives. You connect with like-minded people, like Becky said, and just think about it. How many people, with the state of our world and what's going on, how many sad things are going on out there? How many people are desiring a real connection? How many people want a community? How many people want to be loved, want to be cared about for who they are, and want to be a part of something? I know, like I was lonely when I moved, and I know that there are so many people out there who really want an opportunity just like this. This would change their lives just like it's changed all of our lives. And the amazing thing is not only are people looking for a community, but like I think Monica said, they're looking to be their own boss, or like Stacy said, I think, sorry, I'm getting you guys all mixed up. You guys all spoke awesome. I love y'all. But that, they might just want an extra side hustle. They might need money for groceries. Think of how that could change some people's lives, even people on this call. If you had an extra $100 a week for groceries or for your gas or for your kids' activities, how the financial opportunity might help someone get out of debt, might help someone give more if they are, care about, supporting different charities, being benevolent. It gives you options. It opens options. All of us on here have had the option to travel, the option of more time, the option of more freedom in our lives. We have seen how much the world has opened up to us. And, there are trips, there are bonuses, there are money, but building a team, being a part of a community, linking with like-minded people has changed all of our minds. Inside and out, we are changed people. We are better. I can't imagine my life if I wouldn't have found this community. I don't know where I'd be, but honestly, I don't think I'd be where I am because I had no self-belief. I had no self-esteem. And, as much as I love God and as much as I, believe that we are all meant for more, at that point, without this piece that I was led to, it just didn't all click. This is where it clicked for me. This is where I can get on a call with Monica at 5:30 in the morning, barely open my eyes, which I'm not a morning person if you don't know me, and have that connection to begin the day and know that I've done something good, that in my heart that I'm reaching people and loving people and serving in a way that is going to impact life upon life upon life, not only in my own family, but on every single person that I have the courage to reach out and invite and touch their lives with what we have to offer. So that is the end of my spiel. There's so much more to this business, but there's so much less too. It's really not that difficult when you're together, doing it together. It is hard work. Anything worth having is hard work, but it's worth it. And so I encourage you, if you're a guest tonight or if you're listening to this call recorded, to really think about it and to really talk to the person who invited you. The person who invited you sees something in you, sees something that you could do and be something with this business that could change your life and the lives of others. So I encourage you to be courageous, to reach out, to maybe step forward and take that chance, even if you're still feeling a little unsure. But does anybody else have any more questions before we hop off? We want to respect your time. I'm grateful that you guys are here. I know it took an hour, but I hope it was lots of great information. Anybody? No? Okay. So tonight we had, do you say it Wela? Sorry. I can't.
Layla.
What is it?
Oh, I just go by Layla.
Layla. Okay. Amanda, Liz, all join us. Is that all of our new people? So I will be putting all of your names in a drawing, and I will reach out to you for your addresses to send some gifts. Oh, yeah. Chris, you raised your hand. Did you mean to raise your hand?
I did. Okay. My friend Betsy came on, but unfortunately she wasn't able to hear the audio, and
Okay.
my parents came home where I was babysitting, so I'm actually on the road right now. And I just wanted to also say to Layla real quick, I was at Fort Hood, and I remember that move very well. It was tough. But if I actually know people who still live in that general area, and I'd love to hook you up with some people that would love up on you.
Please.
In addition to this beautiful community of this amazing tribe of sisters, and I'm sure there's a couple of guys sprinkled in somewhere, but it's mostly girls. So
That's okay. Please do. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Yeah, definitely
absolutely.
too, so I can put her in for
Okay.
gift. And then the big ending. Any coaches who decide to sign on with us before the end of June, I will be gifting a $50, and if you don't like that company, just let me know, but $50 Lululemon gift card. So you can get yourself some really cute, fun workout wear as you move forward. But if you don't like that company, we'll do something else. So I just love that company. So, but I appreciate you all. I love you, my team. Thank you so much for standing up and speaking and being here with me. This is going to be an amazing year. This team is doing amazing things, and I hope every single one of you that was here and those who are listening after will join us and do great things with us. So have a great night, guys.
Thank
Love
you.
all. Bye.
Bye.